everybody. So I am having my husband Dave guest star for today's How To Tuesday. A while back he showed us how to make grilled cheese, and today he's going to show us how to make pom-pom bows out of ribbon for your holiday packages. So go ahead.
Okay, so first you need presents, obviously, and then you need a ribbon. It is very important that it is wired ribbon so the bow will hold its shape. Otherwise your bow will just flop down and look sad. So first you're going to lay your ribbon out and plop your present on top.
You can do this with one present too. It doesn't have to be a stack of presents, but these are presents for our nephew, and so we just ribbon them all together so that we know that they're for one person. But this will work for any size package.
Yes. And then you want to leave just a little bit at this point, enough to make a knot. And then you're going to bring this all the way around, cross over, and then lift up your gift, and sneak it back underneath you, and fix everything that fell. And then you will hold everything tight. And again, cut off a little bit. I think if you sneak it under the first ribbon, it helps everything come together, and then twist and tie yourself just a regular knot. Pull nice and tight, and then you're going to leave that like that for now. Now you're going to take your ribbon and find something approximately, depending on how big you want your bow. I like to make it approximately the same size as your gift. I found a book, but you can use, if you still have them, CD cases or DVDs. But books generally work pretty well. It helps for it to be skinny. So what you're going to do is going to take your ribbon and curl it. You put sometimes there's a less bright side, put that side towards the book and fold it over, and then you're just going to wrap it around the book. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
And you can see Dave is unfurling it. Make sure that the ribbon is as flat as you can get it when you are wrapping it around.
Yes. 5. Come on. It's very twisty today. And then, come on.
It's just being difficult because we're trying to show you how to do this.
6. So generally I do 6 or 8. You want an even number. I think smaller bows work better with 6. Bigger bows, sometimes you want 8. So we will try and get 8 out of this one. This is probably about medium size. I made some really big ones before. I had to find huge books, which are usually not skinny, so. Hey man.
You will need a lot of ribbon for this. You didn't see him take the wrapper off, but this was a brand new roll of ribbon. We go through a lot of ribbon in our house, especially at the holidays.
All right, one more time. if I can untwist my ribbon. Ribbon. This is my goodness. And now, all right. Come on. Almost there. My last.
So hopefully your ribbon won't be so twisty. I don't know why ours is being so
We're just gonna cut
twisty
it to
today.
make it easier because that was the last loop. So now we're done with that. So we can get rid of that and untwist my end. There we go. Now, if it's not, we want to try and line everything up, and then slide it carefully off your book or whatever you decided to use. Keep it nice and flat and squish all together, so it should look about like that. You want to make sure there's a little overhang after you're done folding it. Then you're going to take scissors, and you're going to cut off the corner. I don't know how well you can see from here.
You can see fairly well.
Okay, so you're going to cut off the corner. Don't cut all the way to the middle. You want to leave a little bit on both sides. Cut one. Two. So it should look like a point, a flat part. And then you flip it over and do the other side. If you have glittery ribbon, this is going to make it shed all over you. But it's hard to find ribbon that's not glittery, so just be prepared to have glitter. Okay, so now you have the corners cut off, so it should look pointy on both sides. What you're going to do is you're going to find the center, which should, again, often be the less bright side. You're going to pop it open and then squish those two pointy parts you made together. And then,
I especially like your sound effects.
thank you.
I hope
So
all of you
now-
are appreciating that as much as I did.
Now, in the middle, you should have, this one didn't come out great, you should have about a V on either side from your cutting off your corners, and you're going to put that right in the middle of your knot. Oh, and you want to leave your little flap on the bottom. And then take your leftover from your first knot and tie a new knot and secure that to your present. And make sure it's nice and tight. If you have enough for 2 knots, you can do that. I don't think I do, so we're going to leave it like that. We will trim that later. So now what you're going to do to make it look like a pom-pom is you're going to kind of squish it in a little bit on both sides. And then it's as easy as taking the top layer, twisting it to the ribbon, and then take the bottom one and twist it the other way. And then just alternate, top to bottom. That's one side, you switch it around. And then you do the top and the bottom the same way. So, and then you just kind of fluff it a little bit. because I did 8, my bow was a little fuller. If you did 6 loops, it's okay. It might be a little less full, but it will still look okay. And that's about all there is to it.
And the only other tip I want to add is usually when we are doing presents, we leave it tied on and we don't fluff until the very end so that the bows don't get squished. And then Dave's just cutting off the tails of that knotted piece.
Yeah.
And that's it. So hopefully that will help you make some fun pom-pom bows for your presents.
Yeah.
And your packages will look extra fancy without having to pay somebody else to do it. Bye.